وسلم اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم بسم الله مجراها ومرساها إن ربه لغفور رحيم بسم الله مجراها ومرساها إن ربه لغفور رحيم رب اغفر لي ولوالدي ولمن دخل بيتي المؤمنين والمؤمنين والمؤمنات وآخر الظالمين إلا دعاء سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you very much. Just to kickstart the meeting, we just want to thank you all for making the efforts to come and attend the meeting. Without really wasting any time, we will give the mic to the Secretary General, allow him to give his report.
The Master of Programs, members of the Interim Board of Kombo Sillah Association, ladies and gentlemen, unlike many of our gatherings, in the name of the association, this one is not a congress. It is a meeting, but this is a meeting unlike no other in the history of Kombo Sillah Association. This is called a special general meeting. This interim committee you see here is the result of a deadlock over the suspended elections that should have taken place on August 15, 2015. We were asked to work on the flawed electoral system to reflect the needs of modern Kombo Sillah. As you are all aware, an easy-to-use online registration form was created by KSS-born IT expert, Mr. Lamin Jami. It takes no more than 4 minutes to complete, submit, and become a member of Kombo Sillah Association. The result of the registration form are definitely astounding. For the first time in the history of this association, and in line with the Charity Commission requirement, we had a secure database of our members where trustees can communicate with members through email, postal addresses, and telephone numbers. At the same time, we have a colossal amount of registered members who are certain of their membership. You will all agree with me that KSA has never got that number of registered active membership under its belt. So this is not an association in decline. If anything, we are certain that KSA is the best Gambian charity in the UK. Over the last 2 weeks, we have an average of 1 registration every day. KSA is open to all. Registration and payment of registration fees shall always remain open. On October 30th, 5 members of KSA embarked on a charity bike ride to raise funds for the fight against malaria. under the management of cycling enthusiast Tijan Toure, commonly called T-Boy, and Usman Jeng. You, the members and non-members, donated 1,000 pounds to the cause of fighting malaria in the Gambia. Currently, we are advised by our partners in Mobro, and through the meeting, Bakar had with health officials in Gunju during his vacation, that there are more pressing health needs in the Gambia right now than malaria. We will work with local health volunteers who definitely are members of Kombo Sillah. We know there are some volunteers in the persons of Bubakar Sombaro and Bubakar Toure and other people, and we'll be working with these people to make sure that the money that we intended for Gunju, that we donated, definitely serves its rightful purpose. On October 31st, the most popular man probably the most popular man in KSA, Mr. Lamin Boja, also called Bojis, had a plan to raise much needed funds for the run of KSA. Although the turnout of the event wasn't very good, we are still able to make a profit of £400. A detailed explanation of this will be found in the Finance Director's report that you will be later. Special thanks to Borges for his foresight, and the same goes out to Umo Bojam, who is our chief person, Umar Yasin Umar Chauture, and they just for their patronage. On the last day of 2015, you have seen glaring pictures of KSA members and officials receiving an award on behalf of the association. That was the culmination of a frantic voting process in which you, the members, sought your insatiable love for KSA and encourage family and friends to vote for the association. We are ever grateful to all of you for voting KSA, as we are grateful to the gentlemen who received the honor on our behalf. By the same measure, we are grateful to Mr. Lamin Saad for organizing a memorial football match in honor of the late Babukar Jatas, who is currently called Boy Nene. Boy's role in KSA was known to all and has gone down in history as a KSA legend. We hope to get our kids active through annual charity bike ride as initiated by Brother T-Boy. Boy Nene's memorial football match, we hope will also become an annual event with better organization as envisaged by Lamin Saad. So we'll work with both Tijan Toure and Lamin Saad to make sure that there is an annual bike ride and the memorial football every year. Over the last 6 months, we have re-established contacts with the Mobra Brand Group, and the new director, Karen Bolsara, would have been here with us if it were not for her current visit to Gunju. We have also opened new contacts with our brothers and sisters across the Atlantic, and this means that the Gunju Association in the USA will be officially launched in the summer, and very soon Kombo Sillah Association will become a global phenomenon. Yeah, these people are yet to name their association, but we hope they will name it after Kombo Sillah Association US chapter. And in that way, it is going to be a partnership between us here in the UK and our brothers and sisters in the USA. Many of you can bear witness that the past 6 months were among the most turbulent in the history, and most turbulent times in the history of KSA. This is not the least because of the succession problem that we are still, encountering, but also the obituaries in our community. The passing of Ibu and Claire's newly born baby in early October, those of Sehu Jones Jata and Pa Ibrahima Danfa in the past couple of weeks were sad and trying time for our association and members. I call on all of you to keep praying for those who have left us. May Allah give their families the wherewithal to bear the witness of their losses. But in all of this, you will become the winners. In that in every appeal we made, every appeal we launched, since coming into the interim office 6 months ago, you have proven that you are very generous. Whenever we call on you, you are always there to help the new KSA. We therefore thank you, all of you, both members and non-members, and we hope that the new KSA will also in a better place for generations yet unborn. And not so actually, there have been lots of things, and I cannot definitely conclude this brief speech without giving gratitude to some people who have been with us day and night in this battle. And people who come to mind immediately are the gentleman you will see over there, Mr. Lamin Jame. You all know that all except one of the interim committee, lives in Bristol. So that is only Ismail Ature who lives on the outskirts of Bristol actually. All of us are living, all over the country. And it is because of the expertise of Lamin Jame that connected us together, and we are able to hold our weekly meetings, and we can't be grateful enough to Lamin. I wonder, without his expertise, KSA would have used a lot of money in terms of even the registration, and not talking about the experience that he brings to our fold. And the same goes for another gentleman in the person of Babu Karmanja. When the bicycle charity ride was first launched, he was the one who definitely, came out with the highest amount of donation. And it is not as a result of his recent charitable support to KSA that I am talking about, but Babu has been supporting KSA as far as I know him. So he's together with Lamin, they form a strong pillar without which we definitely may not be here addressing you. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. And the same goes on for another great brother in the midst of the gathering here, Omar Chauture. He has been with us through thick and thin, and is a great fighter for Kombo Sillah Association. He has made several donations to us, and hopefully the charcuterie you would eat here is definitely from Omar. So thank you, Omar, in addition to all that you have done for us. Yeah. And then there are numerous others who donated us, like I said, Omar Bojang, that was very generous during our chorus show, and a lot goes on for all the people of KSA who have responded generously to our appeal. So we hope this is just the beginning of a new Kombo Sillah, and we will be there watching it all the spot. I thank you all for your kind listening.
Thank you. Next on my list is my land gentleman, Mr. Bakari Toure. Is the most important person in the team. So I now pass this mic to Bakari.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to thank all of you for attending this very important meeting. And we want to welcome everyone to the new Kombo Sillah. Okay, I have prepared a small financial report that I'm going to read. I'll just go through it quickly. Okay, so I'll just go through the financial report I prepared. The steering committee has the pleasure of presenting their report on the financial activities of the charity for the 6 months period to February 19th to 2016, which has been prepared in accordance with the statement of recommended practice, accounting and reporting by charities. Objectives and activities. The interim committee was tasked with conducting the affairs of the charity, paving the way for a smooth transition and building strong foundations for years to come. In light of the dire need to fulfill our objectives, the committee, in partnership with its members, organized 2 successful fundraising events in October.
Can you guys listen, please? This is very important because this is the lifeblood of the KSI. So if you miss it out, unfortunately, it's not going to be repeated. I heard that my language probably is not really strong, but I don't apologize for that. I put my language, it's an important point. I thought I'm never going to put the line in the phone. So we'll do that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So in partnership with its members, organized 2 successful fundraising events in October and is hoping to do more of these in future. Financial summary, income and expenditure. So the account balances at the time of handover from the previous executives were £249.97 in the Mavis Lloyd's account, and there is £5,124.52 of the big lottery fund in the TSB account. So these were the only 2 accounts that the Kombo Sillah had. In the 6 months, the 20th February 2016, the following are the financial and social activities undertaken by KSA. So originally the big lottery fund was 10,000, and half of it is nearly gone. So the balance as of now is £5,124.52. So the rest of the money has to be basically implemented. That will successfully completed the rest of the programs the money was intended for, and we hope to organize maybe just 2 other activities or programs to complete the project and just send the report back to the lottery fund. So activities for generating funds. The fundraising events we did in October. The first I actually have on the list here is the tablet raffle. I'm not sure if you can all remember on that fateful day when we were supposed to have the election, when Kadi brought the tablet and did a raffle on it. So we raised £82 from that. And we had the Cora show on the 30th, and ticket sales were 270. We have donations, mainly from patrons. That was 645. And also donations, we had cakes and drinks that were donated and were sold. And we made £15.30. And also we sold some dollars, some US dollar currency. So we had about £5 from that. So total income from, or proceeds from the raffle, the tablet raffle and the Cora show was £1,017.30. Now expenses for the Cora show totaled 565, and the Malaya bike ride, which was on the 31st of October. Now, donations and gifts, which were mostly food blankets, we received a total of 975. So net income from the 3 events was £1,427.30. Okay, through the Boy Nader Memorial Fund, some people made pledges on the forum, so donations were received. We received so far £295. We invested in making or printing or buying and printing of t-shirts, which we plan to sell to members of £10 each, and total cost for that was £330. So, did the calculation of that, so we have 1,392.30 in credit. Now, other expenses, we inherited £50 debt from the previous executives. That £50 was paid to Bristol City Council. And we also did some charitable activities. One of it was the Interface Gambia TV Awards. And we paid $350. And that is a donation to Senegambia Hidden Talent, which was for their all-white party, so we donated £50 to them. Other running costs. Our annual website renewal fee was paid, which was £249.99. Running cost, postages and top-ups, £57.40. Okay, so today's program, which is the special general meeting at this place here, so cost of all hire is £295. We had to pay a deposit of £100, which is refundable. And the food, estimated cost for food was £300. And obviously there will be a service charge, which is estimated to be £80. So other charitable activities and more commitments to society. We had the unfortunate demise of Xavier Jones, and that, I think, every case a member has been touched, and the people were concerned, and I think all of us were emotionally touched. So people raised donations. So total donations were £1,080, out of which we decided to give the family 800. And there was also another there was also the demise of Mr. Dampa, Sadi Dampa's father, and the news was difficult, and I think based on the foundations that the charity or the association was built upon, people felt it was necessary to support the families involved, in terms of need. So we decided to give them £300, and so we charge ourselves in the interim here. I mean, the 5 people that are part of the interim committee will each have to pay £4 to make up that £20 difference and give them the £300 which we did. So in summary, just go through that now. It's worth mentioning that due to the tremendous difficulties we faced in obtaining full control over our accounts, the committee were forced to open a bank account, a new bank account elsewhere. So we now have a third bank account with Barclays Bank, and the account has been allocated for membership fee payments only. We have seen a great response from supporters signing up as members, so making a total of 155 registered members, of which 140 people are now paid members, and they've all paid their £25 registration fees. So we have currently £3,350 in the Barclays account, and that's all from membership fees only. And I say for the £119.62 from 5 individuals who pay through our PayPal account. Okay, so the T-shirts hopefully will be here later, but we'll urge each and everyone to buy one. We're not not have been possible without your unwavering support, and we want to encourage. And we want to once again thank you all for standing by KSA through challenging times. These documents are not audited, I have to say, but we will welcome that, perhaps, that chance in the future if either internally or externally, if people wish to authenticate or validate anything with us, we'll always welcome them to do so. I thank you all.
Thank you, Bakari and Ismail, for compiling the report. Now, because there is no refreshment break, I think we can just go ahead and do the constitution review, so that's a more place to go. Jamme. So this one we're discussing now is the 2014 Constitution. What had happened was we are able to amend it and add some sections of it, is what we just read to you now. So what we are talking about now, if you have a copy, or if you can see on the board, if you have any questions, because we need to formally adopt this Constitution, it's a legal requirement. That is why we are doing that now. So if you have any questions about what we just told you about this Constitution now, you can ask questions. Now, what's going to happen now is hopefully next week or a week after, what we do is, again, we try and send you copies, or a copy each member by email, so that you can have a look at the 2014 as amended just recently. So there have been some exceptions added onto what we've been doing now. Unfortunately, due to things beyond our control, we couldn't actually print a copy, because we only discussed this last night, and then we had an agreement. So we apologize for any sort of comments as far as that is concerned. Is there any question? Is that clear to everyone, or do you still want me to explain again what? Okay, let's start. What had happened was, if you remember, we sent you some emails regarding the bylaws, right? And we told you that when we come to this meeting today, bylaws will be discussed and hopefully adopted, right? Is that clear? Yeah. Okay. What happened was our legal person did write his opinion on, because we sent a copy to the particular individual, which is the Honorable Gentleman, Mr. Lamin J. Obviously, because he had a busy schedule in the Gambia, he didn't look at it, in time to advise us. So obviously, he sent the emails a day or two before this meeting. So what had happened was, because there's some sections that in the bylaws that are not actually, or that are in contravention with the charity commissions, because we have our guidance from the charity commissions. Unfortunately, some things listed in that bylaws are in direct contravention with the charity guidelines, so we have to suspend it for the time being and consult with him. It's not a lot of steps, to be honest, but just to make sure that we're doing the right thing, we decided to suspend it for the time being. Now, this constitution you're just looking at now is the 2014 Constitution. It has never been formally adopted. So what we did was, through his advice, his email is sent to us. The sections of the bylaw has been, that are no problem, or that are that has no problem with the in terms of the legal implications as far as the charity commission's guidelines are concerned. We took that off from the bylaws and added that on to the 2014 Constitution, right? Are you with me? Yeah. So that's why we adopted that, to formally adopt this and send it over to the Charities Commission, because what we have to do is we have to send a database of our members, so the requirements, legal requirement. We have to send the database of our members to Charity Commission together with the Constitution. So that's what we're doing now. But by all means, this is not the final piece of Constitution you're going to receive. We're going to review the bylaws later on, and if you are doing anything, we will update you as we go along. But you shall also get a copy of this 2014 Constitution that we're discussing now. Any questions?
So basically, witness by name, form just heading it. So name there, position, I member, and then signature underneath that. So name. And then position member.
People voting, but at least I've received quite a few. Some people have been calling me, like I said on the phone. Some people have been calling me, but I was not accepting any, calls. The ones I have accepted are the text messages. I accepted the text messages because of transparency. Because if you call me, there will be no record. So that was why when people call me, I always tell them to text me so I can have it. So actually, as chairman, the only nominee I received was there was no election actually, because the interim committee, I think people have decided that there should be no votes. So I've just received as chairman, the only name I've received is Lamin Kure, that is Boeing, and Mr. Boeing, I've got 7 votes. I've received 7 votes for Mr. Lamin Kure. I'm also pleased to announce that the financial director, is going to be Mr. Bakari Ture. He was the only one nominated. Mr. Bakari Ture also got 7 votes. I'm also going to say that Mr. Ismail Biba Ismail Biba was also the only candidate for the nomination, and he also got 7 votes as well. The Secretary General, unfortunately, was for planning to the land too. Mr. Madu received almost as well, 7 votes as well. So, I'm pleased to as the funding director, the only candidate I received also was Mrs. Khadija Banjani. My darling actually received 8 votes I thank you very much for, I really appreciate from the corporate choosing me to be the chairman of the electric commission. I thank you very much.
No, it's just a test. It's just a fun.
Ali Paso Minjo is very close to 16 pounds. Thank you very much. Anyway,
And the steering committee now, you are not steering anymore. You are driving. So take your seat and be patient. This is most important weapon is patience. Because you society doesn't for 100 plus. So you have different people down there and more their interests and agenda. Don't be because of the some will be taken from court, will be in a nice way. We understand. Okay. Can we have 1 minute, please? And forum of Mimbeka Safaro Kaji. Most of the time, they look at critical Safaro Kaji. Among ko dunia ko ñu yaaya and model bi je wol man ñu ngi problème mu da ma problem so be ñu yaaya la dom e kare to ni kare do ni na ko ko ni da do bi je ko kam fa ko la ko ma je kam fa so please ko be nga ñom ngam na do be do ni be kala jale tam mo ta tu la so I understand que benyo ya la dron amake tous ala